right, so some pretty volatile markets here. We're trailing. There's a, what is the target here on the right? It's 80 ticks. All right, we're trailing by 20. And the left is the same, except that it's in simulation with a kind of a different filtering mechanism and a more aggressive taking the trade. All right, really volatile markets. Like so volatile you shouldn't be trading them. That's how volatile they are. And the charts can almost not keep up here. And it looks like we're about to hit that target. And then here it's coming back. Look at this, down 90 points. I don't know what the overnight range was. That other chart is stuck. My normal chart that has the larger view on it. Yeah, it's at 10 points is what it's at. All right, so we got is that +5? So from there to there, yeah. So it gave back quite a bit more than I'd like. It was supposed to be a 20-tick trail. So how much of a trail was that? 67, 75, 53. It's not 20 ticks. I have this. It's set up. It's not set up correctly. I have to look at this and try to understand it. Yeah, the trail's not working right. So I've made some mistake in here that doesn't have the trail right. So I've got to figure that out. That's just not understanding how the order types work. So I got to work through that. To me, that's low priority because the hard stuff is getting the good predictions and getting into the market. So I'm nailing that. I feel like so. But I think that that should have been 20 ticks is like right there. If the entry was 72 and a 20-tick trade, and it went to 53. A 20 ticks from there is, that's 2 bars, right? So that's right there. So we should have gotten stopped. Actually, we should have gotten stopped out like right here on this little pullback right there, 62-ish. So let's see what happens here. Well, okay, we didn't get filled. So now I don't understand why we didn't get filled there. This is another issue here because look, that's getting long on an up bar. I'm getting long on a down bar. That order should get placed that should get filled immediately right there. And it was working fine yesterday and the day before. Actually, all for the last 3 weeks. So I've done something here in all this adjustment that I'm making, or I've messed that up. It's not placing that order correctly. So we'll try and figure that out here. Oh, filled short. Let's watch the trail here. Well, or not. We get stopped out in the volatility. So a 5-tick loss there. On the left, the trailing is different. So I'm giving it more room on the left. So in this case, that worked against me here. Lost an extra 5 ticks. That kept me in the trade earlier, which is why this number here is 850. As over here, we're only up 8 ticks. Dangerous trading here. It's entertaining to watch the machine do it, but man, not for the faint of heart. Okay, so I'm trying to understand why I didn't place that order, because that's frustrating. Because look at that, that's a nice trade now. Oh, not that one, the one before that, right here. So that order placed and immediately canceled. I don't recall doing anything different here. There's certainly nothing different here in these studies. This is all the same. Hold on. Okay, we gotta watch this. All right, so it looks like a very immediate stop there. Yeah. Okay. So here's a case where you get long on a down bar and you got filled correctly. So, but it didn't happen earlier, so I don't quite understand what's happening there. Okay, you'll notice too that this side did not allow that trade, whereas here it did. This is kind of what I'm evaluating. And I gotta kill this other. I think it's that one here. Oh, stop it, Windows! You never know what's wrong. So why is it sometimes not immediately canceling the order on a down bar, and other times it's not? It's got to be in here somewhere. No, you would not be trading this as a human. It's way in the hell too volatile. It's not even. The only thing we might be doing is going in on breaks of levels in the direction of the wave volume. But this is just crazy. This is craziness. I'm a little annoyed because a couple of these times where that order got immediately canceled, that was a nice run. And then the same case. Okay, now let's watch the trail now. If we can actually get a fall here. $6,500. Look for a bounce right there. Where's my stop? Alright, so another 5-tick loss there. The one on the left here is not moving the stop at 10 ticks. That's what I told it to do, so that's correct. Yeah, so a couple of these trades were super nice. That long right there with that circle where it immediately canceled. And look at the short too. That initial short was just gorgeous right here. Huh. I don't understand that. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. You have to place the order. You'd have to place buy and sell stops, Keith. That's why we say you could only do it on a break. Because you can see the break level. You just place the order 1 tick above and hope for not too much slippage. But it's really dangerous. Okay, so both are not taking the crazy 287 here. All right, so that's good. Why didn't it place those? Why did it cancel that order immediately? I'm gonna have to replay that to figure that out. That's really a problem. Those are some damn profitable trades here. That long there and that short right there. No, there was another one earlier. So many right here. This one here. There. Here, let's make these a different color here. We'll make them pink. Which ones did the order? It placed the order, but it was immediately canceled. Not that one. This one here. So I think in some, it's one of those things where you just kind of don't know. It seems it's unfortunate maybe that it's so volatile while we're. Okay, so that was pretty crazy. It jumped. See this jump right here? Wow, look at that gap. This would be the reason not to trade even with a machine learning system, because if your stop is in here, you can see some pretty scary slippage. I'm getting decent predictions here, so I might get more aggressive here on the stop trail just as I'm sitting here. I really need to figure out why it's not trailing correctly. Also note that they both of the filter methods said don't get long right there, so that's important. That's what we're watching. You think it's the processing power of the computer. I really doubt that. Look, Michael. This is a fairly beefy system. We'll place long here. So that bar closes up, it should cancel. And filled long. Filled long and trailing. Okay, yeah, but the trail, I've done something wrong with the trail, so I'm going to manually trail it here. That's okay. I just can't tell by how much it's trailing. The target's way up there at 20, is that 20 points? Something like that, yeah, 80 ticks. So this is not right. I mean, the trail should be way up here like this, something like that. In fact, it should have been right there, 65.15. So I don't understand. This is just my ignorance. All right, I don't understand how this works here. So I need to spend some time doing that, but I just don't have the time right now. And in a non-super crazy market, it doesn't matter. On the other hand, you know, the left side didn't get stopped out. It's still in the trade. Okay, so that's an order placed short. Now we're going to take stop there. No, one on the left's still long. Oh, looks like we're not going to get stopped. Okay, so now move to -5. That's working as I expected to. Okay, 5 tick loss. And the left here is about to hit that target. Okay, so target hit, 31 points on the left side. That's points, not ticks. All right, 11 points on the right side. Placed long and stopped. Okay, so now this is what we're paying attention to. This one filtered that trade out, and this one didn't. All right, so there's a different mechanism on here that says, okay, don't be careful. What I'm trying to do is eliminate the need to choose moderate, conservative, or aggressive. So the left side is implementing something like that. And so far, working quite a bit better. We'll see. And one day, you can't tell from one day, but you've got something to work with now. So then now you can evaluate them side by side. You can run replays side by side and then see how well it works. Okay, here's news. That's a short. Both took that, so that's interesting, because that looks like a crazy short to me. And trailing, and I'm going to manually trail here. Oh, it looks okay. But it's not 20 ticks though. 20 ticks is like there or something. And so then we made, I don't know, something there, 12.5 points. So Davey was telling me I've got it wrong, and it's actually trailing by 30 or something, but I didn't quite understand, and well, we'll work it out here. There's money to be made. Just you need to have your heart medication nearby, and maybe some defibrillators. So Davey's telling me that trying to trail using that bottom section isn't right. Oh, okay, all right. I need to find the YouTube tutorials on it. So there's a short on an up bar. We've had trouble with that not placing correctly for some reason. And now it moved 10 ticks and it moved the stop to -5, which is what I want. Looks like it's gonna take a 5 tick loss down here, yeah. In this case. And then on the left side, okay, so the left side filtered that trade out. We didn't take that trade here. All right, big difference here, 1350 versus 34. So yeah, we're trying to, I think it's probably needs to be a stop, trailing stop, and I just need to go figure that out. No, I don't see any stops or targets here. There's a problem there. Oh, well, you know what? Because I'm screwing around with this. And, all right, so let's go fix that. We need to do something here. So I need to pray here. We need to flatten. Flatten. Okay. All right, so no open heart surgery on the trade order window while you're trading. It's the nature of new systems, but the problem is the markets are so volatile. You got to be careful. So you're making a fair number of changes to address issues with the system, and then just the fact that there's all this volatility, and so some confusion on how that feature works in Sierra chart. So let's make sure that I have this the way I think it should be, even though we know that it's not quite correct. All right, so that's correct. Now let's get this off the screen, and now we'll should be off and running now. But I gotta watch it now because I'm concerned that I've messed it up. I've confused the software. I see your instructions, Davey. I'm afraid to make them. Goodness. All right, so here at I should mark this in the video for folks. So we've changed this to trail stop, triggered trail stop. The stop offset is 10. The trail offset's 20. The trigger offset's 20. But then I've got a move down here. So if the market moves 10 ticks, it'll move my stop to entry -5. This one's set to none. Okay, so we've changed that. All right, so now we can go back to turning the trading on for this chart. All right, and now let's see what happens. Okay, the reason that we're talking about this is that if you look at that number, that's 31 points, and I haven't done anything on the left-hand side. All right, and so if you can take the hard stops on those days where you just get whacked immediately, if you can take that, psychologically or emotionally, this is the opportunity that you have. Okay, even over here where I'm being more conservative and there's a problem with the orders and things, it's still up 11 points on no effort, and just got crushed there as I'm saying this. But if you can take those hard stops, then this is the opportunity that these kinds of markets present. All right, with no effort other than just you sitting here in case something terrible goes wrong. All right, so it's not for the faint of heart, but it is. To me, that's when I saw that in replay and in simulation. It's worth doing, but you got to be able to take those days where you just get crushed immediately. So I had a couple of those this week. Ghost in the machine. Okay, so what we should do then is change this here on the left to be correct also. So let's do that. Let's walk through that same process. So turn off the auto trading for this chart, and now let's go fix this. Trailing, triggered trail stop, 10, 2020. Thank you very much for figuring all this out, Davey. I don't even want to do this, so just none. I'll just take the 10 ticks. I'll just take the 10 tick stop. Okay, and then what we can do is just remove this target altogether. We'll remove the target. Okay, so the left side now has no target. On the left side here, we're now trailing on the right on the trade, which looks like we should have gotten. Okay, Yeah, okay, so five tick stop there. Really volatile stuff here. Okay, so we can turn this back on now. Trade, and then that'll keep going. Okay, and here we are at it's after 9 o'clock here. My schedule won't allow me to do the video tonight. So I'm just going to do it now and get it out early. So we stopped trading at 9 o'clock, and end result here, plus 565, massively volatile day. Too volatile to trade, really. Certainly as a human, as a discretionary trader, I wouldn't be trading this. This is crazy. I continue to be encouraged that the machine learning system is able to do it and not just get crushed. So what you can see is that the opportunity is there if you can take those days where you get crushed right away. All right, you take 3 quick stops and you're done. And if you can handle that, then you have the opportunity to get something like this. And on the days when it's not what I'm trying to say is that the volatility itself has different qualities to it. So you'll see days like today where it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, and those are massively difficult to trade. You have other days where there's basically one direction, all right? And on those days, in replay and simulation, we see this number just get huge. And so, to me, if you get one of those, it's certainly worth doing it. Again, if you can take the days, just emotionally when you just get crushed, and you can manage your risk like you're supposed to, right? So X amount lost per day, and then X amount lost per week, and just follow those rules, and you can participate. This is what I'm seeing with the machine learning system. Normally, I would not be trading at all. I'd be looking at this in awe of how crazy it is, but clearly I can take advantage of this opportunity with the machine learning system. That's what I believe. Okay, that's it for today. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It just continues to be crazy.